I'd like to thank all the soul people for having me here. Thank you all. It's wonderful. There are countless remarkable men and women who are not cultural heroes or celebrities, and they usually become lost souls in our history books. Our children will never hear about them. They will never hear about their friends, families, and neighbors. In my own history, thousands of my own Ukrainian ancestors were forced to work to death by Peter the Great to build his city. They left their bones in the foundations of that massive city. I wish I knew their individual stories. Also, I married into a family with ancestral pioneer women who rode the wagon trains westward. I wish I knew their personal stories. They are us. They really are us. We all lose when we lose their stories. The woman in my poem stands for all these who are lost. Dove woman, lost in history. 77 pioneers went west to work for beers. They saw a woman stumbling in the wagon wheel ruts. They wiped away her tears, took her safely to her land. She wept and thanked them with her enormous brown eyes, while they all cried and sympathized with her when she told them sad tales of long-lost loves and how she had uncanny ways with birds since infanthood, and how she had lured 50 doves, and how then the doves followed her everywhere, while she traveled along with the wagon trains hollering, "Dove for sale! Dove for sale!" All this was alarmingly misheard by a number of questionable men who swore they heard the pretty lady urge, "Love for sale! Love for sale!" Thereafter, the woman was arrested, tried for public prostitution, and put into a pretty bad prison for a year. With time off for good behavior, she was out in 50 days. She was indeed a splendidly behaved person, as all who met her testified in her eventual obituary after she died, still young, of some disease caught from birds. Or perhaps her cruel confinement, they thought. Oh, yes. It was quoted in her very short obituary that being one of the first female entrepreneurs and an astounding idea smith, she had come up with the idea of luring seagulls into nets, then selling them to the sturdy Mormon farmers whose fields were invaded by locusts.